Made from scratch, this classic chicken pot pie has a flaky crust and a creamy chicken and vegetable filling. This is the ultimate comfort food that the whole family will enjoy. Hey guys, my name is Barbara. If you're new to the channel, my mission in life is to teach you how to cook. Why? Because I feel like if you know how to cook, it'll change your wealth and your health. Now let's get right into how we make the filling part for the chicken pot pie. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my one chicken breast. I have one breast, boneless, skinless. I'm gonna go ahead and wash it with some distilled white vinegar and some water. Why? Because I'm Belizean, and as Belizean or people from the Caribbean, we always wash our stuff with some type of acid, vinegar or lime or lemon juice. All right, so let's get this washed up, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and cut it into bite-sized pieces. And bite-sized pieces can be as big as you want or as small as you want. All right, so now I'm gonna season it with three things: salt, black pepper, and some powdered ricotta, which is annatto. You can switch this out for paprika, or you can omit that completely. All right, so let me go ahead and get it rubbed in, and then grab my vegetable oil, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just pour some in my pot, and then put the chicken in. I'm gonna go ahead and brown it on all sides. And look, I'm using my rubber spurtle myrtle, so I'm gonna switch it out to the wooden one because I don't think this should go in the heat. What do you guys think? Should I go in the heat? After the chicken pieces are browned sufficiently, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some water and some chunked up potatoes. This is 2 medium potatoes. I say chunked because they're a little bit bigger than diced. We're gonna add enough water to cover it up so that everything can boil. I'm showing you here that you don't need the annatto or the paprika, but I put it because I wanted the chicken to have some color. And we are gonna need diced onions and this secret ingredient, which is coconut milk. You guys, this makes it so special. Let me grab some flour from my bin and take it over to the counter. We're just gonna need a couple tablespoons of this, all right? Did you notice that I moved to the backyard? I wasn't feeling the front yard at all because a lot of strangers were going by and I felt unprotected. So I came to the backyard. So you're gonna have to deal with the rooster, because if not, you're gonna have to deal with the fridge. The fridge is going out, guys, and there's something like screaming in there. Anyways, let me grab some peas and carrots over here. And look, the pot is really boiling now. The potatoes are soft within 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the chicken and the potatoes from the broth. All right, just remove it all. And then I'm gonna go ahead and dump the broth into a different container. I don't know that I need to separate this though, because everything's just going to go back in the pot at the same time. I'm adding a tablespoon of butter to the same pot, and I didn't wash the pot, all right? And then the diced onions, and I'm going to go ahead and saute that while adding a little bit of flour at the same time. Add some water to make it not be lumpy. Let's take a look at what this looks like, see? So now I'm going to go ahead and add back that broth and the coconut milk. And I'm only using half a cup, but you can use up to a cup of the coconut milk, it'll be fine. Then I'm gonna return the potato and the meat back to the pot and just allow it to reduce a little bit before tasting, and then adding more seasoning, salt and white pepper this time, not black pepper, because we have it like that. The soup's supposed to be white. Well, the filling is supposed to be white, right? So I add some white pepper. And so then I'm gonna go ahead and add the peas and carrots and let it reduce a little bit more. Now you can eat this as a soup, you know, chicken pot pie soup, or you can go ahead and make it into pies, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna make the one big pie. I'm gonna make some, well, they're not so little. They're like my big muffin tin. I'm gonna get like 6. So let's go ahead and see how we make the dough. So the fridge is broken. Well, the filter was, no, the ice maker don't wanna make no ice. So we have ice water, flour, 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. This is half a cup of butter cold from the fridge that I diced up. It's the equivalent of a stick, I believe. Get it all up over here. So we want to pinch the butter into the flour. If you don't want to dice it like this because it's too big to pinch, then just go ahead and grate it while it's still hard, okay? So the reason I added that water slowly is because I saw that that egg was kind of big. So you're gonna have to use your eyes as your guide, all right? This right here, what I'm doing, pushing out the dough, is called Frasier. Like the TV show, Frasier. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a piece of parchment paper, flatten it down, and put it in the fridge for at least 15 minutes. You can go longer than 15 minutes, but if you do and the dough gets hard, you're gonna have to take it out and let it thaw for a little bit before you can handle it, all right? So after it's in the fridge for like 15 minutes, I grabbed it, and now we're gonna go ahead and make the little pies. So you wanna go ahead and pinch off a piece like a ball and then roll it in your hands, put it on a lightly floured countertop, then use the rolling pin to roll it into a circle as best as you can, and then put it into your greased and floured muffin tin, okay? So just go ahead and do this one at a time, painstakingly. Now you can go ahead and make one big pie, put the filling in a pie dish, and then put biscuits on top. But I don't like that. But if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you that I'm going to do a small one out of the leftover filling, all right? We all love to eat out, but unfortunately for some of us, it's not the healthiest option. How would you like to make better than restaurant quality meals at home? With my second cookbook, The Pantry Laid Bare, you can make Chinese food without all that added MSG. Breads and bagels are a cinch because no appliances are needed. Pizza. It's not delivery, it's the stovetop. With 3 ingredients plus warm water, make a thick batter, spread in a cast iron skillet, then add sauce and topping of your choice. Cook 5 minutes uncovered, cover, cook 10 more minutes, then serve. These 111 recipes will bring out the inner chef in you. Get a copy today only at www.bearpantryshow.com. Shop safely and securely at www.bearpantryshow.com. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue making the dough and putting it in the cavity. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fill. I'm using an ice cream scoop to go ahead and fill. Make sure you get enough potato and chicken for every pie. And then for the top, I use my leftover dough, roll it out, use a cookie cutter to go ahead and cut the lids. And man, I'm stretching this dough really, really thin. I think I should have done small ones. So put the lid on, and then go ahead and get some egg wash and brush the top. I've heated the oven to 350. These can bake maybe as high as 400, but I don't do that because sometimes I burn them. So 350 is fine. I'm gonna set the timer for 40 minutes, but I know I'm gonna need longer. I always set my timer for less minutes because I have to come back and check. All right, because sometimes your oven might be cooking faster than you anticipated. And then for the single pie, I put the filling in this pie thing, and my God, let's watch Joe open a tin of biscuits. I don't like opening biscuits because when it does that pop, it scares me. It startles me. So Joe doesn't know how to open the biscuits, so he's kind of beating it on the side of the table because he sees people do that. It dropped on the floor. So now I gave him a spoon and I said, you're supposed to get like in that one little spot right there and just look. That's the funniest thing. Joe knows how to fix everything, but he cannot get into a tin of biscuits, guys. It's so funny. So anyways, after an hour, the pies are done. Let's take a look. Let it sit here, because if you go into it too quickly, it's gonna fall apart on you, especially if you put the bottom part of the dough too thin, all right? Let me go ahead and go grab one from inside so I can show you guys the beauty up close, all right? All right, Joe, you're gonna be fired because you were supposed to have this thing already heated for me so I can finish up the show. Me? Go away, doggies. So this one's falling apart because somebody was eating it, mainly me. And take a look at how huge this one is. Don't eat more than one of these, okay? Because this stuff is high in fat, you know, with all that butter in the dough and everything. You think you guys would try to make the dough rather than use the biscuits on the top? Joel, what happened? That's why I brought you out here. What happened with that biscuit? How come you couldn't open it, boo?
You give me that. She gave me that biscuit. Can you open this for me? Look at me. Trying to pop the top out. Then she said, you got to take the little, see, cut on the can.
No, at first I told you that people beat it against the counter or the table.
Well, I did. I put it against the table and I said, well, if I hit it,
and it went
pop out.
It went flying on the floor.
That never worked.
So what happened when I gave you the spoon?
So you give me the spoon and tell me I got to go around the edges where you see I got a little
Like where the paper wraps like diagonally.
right.
So right where one of the seams are. Uh-huh.
So I take the spoon and I hit it in the counter and go.
That's why I don't like to open it. I don't like that
I
pop.
know, that's to show you folks I don't eat that stuff.
We really don't.
I don't.
He eats the Popeyes biscuits and the Red Lobster biscuits. I'll eat the top part of the Red Lobster biscuit. I don't like the fleshy part of biscuits. It's kind of, it's
But
choking. Ugh.
I eat it sometimes, but I really don't like it because it's got too much salt in it.
For the Red Lobster one, right? Even the
All of
Popeyes
them,
one.
all of
Yeah.
them.
Even the one in the tin.
Yeah.
It has a lot of
A
salt.
lot of
That's why I
salt.
told them I want them to learn how to cook because it'll change your health because you're not going to get all that sodium and MSG in your stuff. Look how easy it was to make that dough. Just a
Yeah,
few
you can-
ingredients.
You
Huh?
can change your health and your wealth because you're going to be healthy so it could work.
He
So
knows
if you keep
my
on eating
slogan.
that stuff, then you can't work.
He knows my slogan. Do you know your own slogan like that?
Right.
For your channel.
I
What's the
hope
name
so.
of your channel?
Hello, people, Joe here.
He knows the name of his channel, but he doesn't know his slogan because we keep writing and rewriting
We
his
keep
slogan. But he
changing it every
knows
minute.
mine because I want it to be more authentically you. Authentically you. I don't want me to be the one saying it. I want it to come out of his mouth, like something he would say, right? So, anyways, guys, make this dough from scratch. Don't fool around with that stupid biscuit. I used one biscuit and I should have used more than one. I think my friend Grandma Dorothy used to put several biscuits like that, just dolloped on the top. She didn't used to roll it out like I did. I'm gonna rip that biscuit thing off the top and I'm gonna eat the rest of that bottom like soup. Anyways, guys, you know that fall is coming or here already if you see all your food YouTube content creators bring out the pot pie, right? So I think the next video that I'm gonna do is maybe a dessert or something. So subscribe, guys, so you can know when I upload another video. All right? Bye.
Bye-bye, people.
What did you say about my mother?
Your grandmama.
Just stop. Just stop. No, we can't do that. Joe, we can't do that. We're gonna get
What? What's the big deal?
we're gonna get canceled.
Where's the big-
This is the best.